Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new top 5 stories of Doctor Who that are my favourites. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 favourite Cybermen stories. Now, the Cybermen are my second favourite villains, so I'm going to do like a little video for not just like the Doctors. I'm going to do some for the companions, like my 5 favourite Joe Grant stories, or my 5 favourite Master stories, or my 5 favourite Doctor Who stories that featured new villains like Sutek and some other stuff. So talking about my 5 favourite Cybermen stories. Now the Cybermen for me are iconic. They're just as iconic as the Daleks are. As you can see, I've got a nice little row of Daleks all along here. So I'm going to sit here and talk about my 5 favourite Cyberman stories. Now this will go in from the TV range into Big Finish, and then you know, so this is really like in between TV and Big Finish. So talking about number 5. So number 5 is Attack of the Cybermen. Now this is a prequel and a sequel. It is a prequel to the 10th Planet, and it is a sequel to the Tomb of the Cybermen and of course the Invasion. 2 fantastic Patrick Troughton stories against the Cybermen. But for me to sit here and say why I have to really enjoy Attack of the Cybermen, come on, do I really have to say it? We've got the return of Teros, we've got the return of the Cyber Controller, we've got the return of David Banks as the Cyber Leader, we've got a brand new Cybermen, aka the Stealth Cybermen, we've got the Cryons, which were really like a little bit mentioned in the Tomb of the Cybermen, and of course it's on Earth as well, so we've got Teros on Earth, and of course we have like the little thing for Trotter's Lane, which basically is the junkyard where Doctor Who really started off in. You know, that as a whole TV series. So talking about Attack of the Cybermen, now I honestly love it. Colin Baker gives such a fantastic performance as the 6th Doctor. And this story against the Cybermen really do push his Doctor to really good high lengths. I mean, one minute he's there talking that the Time Lords really should be interfering, not letting the Cybermen have the ability to time travel. And then when he literally clicks and that the Time Lord's actually leaving the Doctor to deal with it himself, he's on a rampage. So, but the 6th Doctor is basically just trying to get over the terms of his regeneration from his last incarnation. And this story really is just fantastic. I love Nicola Bryant as Perry in this one as well, where you kind of have her captured by the Cybermen. I love the fact that the 6th Doctor fixes the TARDIS chameleon circuit for once, and it kind of changed objects from a police box into 3 different things in this story, and then goes back to the police box at the end of the story. You know, the 6th Doctor kind of does fix the chameleon circuit until it kind of breaks again and stucks back into a police box. So, yeah. But the Cybermen are just superb in this story. Honestly, I love it. My 4th favourite Cyberman story is, of course, no other than one from Big Finish, Hour of the Cybermen. Now, this story features the return of Unit since 1975. I don't know if they have appeared in other Big Finish audios. I'm not too sure. I know they've got their own kind of series going on, but I don't know if they've actually encountered any other Doctors. So anyway, we've got Unit and the Cybermen, and of course the 6th Doctor on his own. And what can I say about this audio story? Well, it's just cracking. Honestly, it's just absolutely fantastic. We've got the return of David Banks as the Cyber Leader. Colin Baker is on top notch in this audio, and I honestly flipping love it. I mean, I actually own it. Where is it? Hour of the Cybermen. Right here, second shelf, and there we are. Hour of the Cybermen. So I actually do own it. I absolutely love this story. I mean, the Cybermen are absolutely creepy in their audio sounds and stuff, and it's just another superb story. My 3rd favourite story for the Cybermen. Now, this one is just a whipping of a doozy. This was my very first ever Cyberman story I ever watched growing up with my dad. Now, this is way before Doctor Who came back on the TV in 2005. We got the return of Cybermen in 2006. It's way before then. Way before then. My very first introduction to the Cybermen was, of course, the Tomb of the Cybermen. And it's a cracking 2nd Doctor outing. And Patrick Troughton is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal in this kind of fantastic story in this series for season 5. Now, the Doctor, Jamie and Victoria land on Teros when they're literally about to interfere in a kind of group thingy bobby things. You kind of got archaeologists trying to find the last tomb of the Cybermen, and also this story features the return. Well, to be honest with you, when I say the return, yeah, it is a return of the Cybermen, but it also is the very first story to feature the cyber my friend's going on. The cyber controller. I don't know what was going on in my brain then. So we got the the very first appearance of the cyber controller. We got the very first appearance of the cybermats in this story. And if I was going to say what's the most iconic thing about this story, is that scene when you got the Cybermen climbing out of their tombs and you got the music go do 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 dun 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 da 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 boom. Honestly, I just love that. And when you got the cyber controller literally walking out of the the kind of tomb, and he's literally coming out and saying, "You belong to us. You shall be like us." Boom, bam, ba-dum, bam, ba-dum. Honestly, I just love that cliffhanger. It's just a fantastic little cliffhanger, and I really do love the Tomb of the Cybermen. So, my second favourite story for the Cybermen has got to be The Invasion. This is just a superb Cybermen story. It really came number one. Neither came number one. But I got so much love and appreciation for my number one story instead of this makes it into number two. So what can I say about it? Well, it's the return of the Cyber Planner. You know, the Cyber Planner was introduced in the Wheel in Space, and then it was kind of returned in the Matt Smith era when the Cyber mites take over the 11th Doctor's mind, and you got the Cyber Planner's return, and you got the 10th Doctor, you got the 11th Doctor screaming, "Get out of my head!" I absolutely love Tiberius Thorn. He's a fantastic human villain, and to be honest with you, he has one of those moments where you just want to go up to him and go, "Right, that's it, come on, you stupid man." Boom. Honestly, it just makes you want to flip and go and go, "Come on, then." The iconic scene, I have to say, is when you got the Cybermen coming out of the sewers and they're literally popping out, and you kind of got this kind of atmospheric, different sort of sound that's literally making people fall asleep, and the Doctor basically gets knocked out by the sound of it. So the units in this is the very first outing for Unit. It's the very first outing for Sergeant Benton as a character, who later becomes very, very popular in the John Pertwee era. And of course, this is the second appearance of Nicholas Courtney, aka Alistair Gunn. In this story, he is a brigadier, not a colonel like he was in The Web of Fear. He's actually the brigadier. And this story is just superb, honestly. It's a fantastic Cybermen outing. I love the scene where the Doctor has to work with Tiberius Thorn. And you've got the Cybermen coming out, they kill Thorn, and the Doctor's there watching going, "Oh," and then you got him like screaming, going, "Oh, oh, 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 oh," like that. And he's kind of jumping, running with the Cybermen, they're shooting, and he's kind of exploding. I love the bit where they kind of got that woman trying to take a picture, goes, "Well, I need to make sure my hair's all right, like so." So yeah, my second favourite story of the Cybermen is of course The Invasion. So talking about my all-time favourite Cybermen story, I watched this one with my dad growing up. Now this one was the second ever Cybermen story I ever watched with my dad. It's got to be Earthshock. Honestly, the Cybermen return after 8 years since 1975. And now it's 1982. The Cybermen have got a whole new design. Absolutely iconic and stuff. You've got David Banks as the cyber controller in this story. It's absolutely flipping good and amazing. And of course, the Doctor, Nyssa, Tegan and Adric end up kind of materializing in under this like cave. The story is just absolutely iconic. It's brilliant. It's amazing and absolutely of a doozy. I mean, I love the cyber controller. I love the fact when you've got them literally looking through the attack, like the cyber androids, they're there just literally going around attacking, and you see them zooming into the Doctor's face. I love that bit in the second episode where they're literally scanning and it goes, "What is it? A TARDIS? A Time Lord? They are forbidden to interfere. This one calls himself the Doctor and does nothing else but interfere." And then you got the first Doctor saying, "Emotion, love, pride, hate, fear. Do you have no emotions, my dear sir?" And there's this. And then it literally cuts to a clip from the Wheel in Space of the second Doctor going, "I imagine you had orders to destroy me." And then when I do another click, it's over there, Mr. Tom Baker, who you can see on my wall a little bit. Let's see if I can get his face. There you go, you got his face. So yeah, from Tom Baker, you got him literally go to someone going, "You got no home planet, you're blooming stockings. You're just a bunch of pathetic tin soldiers looking at a galaxy and an ancient spaceship." And this story also really involves the death of Adric. Adric sacrificed himself to save the Earth, and basically it's the cause of the death of the dinosaurs. Yeah, Adric ends up blowing up the freighter, so instead of it blowing up the Earth like the Cybermen planned, they travelled all the way back in time to the dinosaur time, and the freighter crashes into Earth, and Adric kind of dies that way. Unless you kind of believe the little, like, part 5 that we got in the DVD version, where Adric's like a lump of clay, and you've got the Cyberman, like, the cyber head, and you've got this dinosaur looking down and going, oh, blimey, that was lucky. Right? Oh, and then it kind of eats him, and you got the cyber head pop up and go, excellent. I don't really class that as canon, but I don't know what other people think of it. I do find it a bit funny. They actually gone and made a part 5 using clay. I wonder why that was not on the Blu-ray box set. It's on the DVD. It's on the DVD version of it, but it's not on the actual Blu-ray box set of season 19. I wonder why that is. I just may never know. So that is my 5 favourite Cybermen stories. What is your 5 favourite Cybermen stories? Let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content. Enjoy this video.